I'm doing the second one for today. I have two more after this, and then I'll be closing it out. So I'm doing Minecraft content for this one because I'll show you the if you hit the like button, then I'll if you hit the like and subscribe button, then I'll continue to do it. But like I just didn't really, you know. So in this what if it's Deku again? It'd be what if Deku had weapon manipulation as a quirk? And weapon manipulation just states that the ability to any weapon, scientific, real, or fantasy, any kind of bullets from explosive to freeze, all the way to toxic to rubber.
Main menu.
Oh God, I hate when that happens.
Settings button. Settings button.
Settings button, settings button, settings button. Stop it.
Accessibility settings tab. Select.
Yes, there we go. So what would happen is that Deku would be able to conjure any weapon that he wants, from a railgun to, say, some super gun to a kryptonite shooter if he wanted. And it takes no real effort. It'd be just simply Deku having to master his quirk. He'd have to train daily. He'd have to watch, you know, a lot of TV and stuff like that. And he'd also have to do various exercises and stuff like that. So, with this, we're going to say that Deku. Okay, when Deku went. Well, I might as well just start off. When Deku was born, he showed the signs of an average quirk user, and he showed the extra pinky. Then, when Deku turned 5, he realized that Kachan got his quirk. And Kachan was like, well, Deku, what's your quirk? Deku says, well, I have a quirk, I just don't know what it is yet. I'm going to go find out today. And Kachan's excited about this because if the two of them had a quirk together, then they'll be able to see who's stronger, Deku or Bakugo. And as Midoriya walks into the doctor's office, the doctor states, "Well, we found your quirk, and it's actually kind of interesting. Midoriya, I'll need you to focus on your right hand and picture a type of a type of gun as you'd see in the TV, as you'd see in the movies." Deku would be, "Oh, okay, I'll do this. I have no problem with it," and he'd be passive like he normally is. But this wouldn't be a quirk that fit Deku, now would it? That's where he, just be curious about it. So all of a sudden, there's a water gun that appears, and the water gun is like one of the basic kid toys that you'd get. And Deku is curious about, well, how did he do that? What's his quirk? He's amazed. Deku doesn't know what's going on. So the the doctor says, "Well, Deku, you have a quirk called we call weapon manipulation." Deku's ecstatic about this. Weapon manipulation? What's that? Then the doctor explains, "Well, Deku, you can manipulate any kind of weapon. You can create any type of gun You want. And you're able to also create the bullets as well." I'm sorry, this is just real fun. It's my first time. Well, not playing Minecraft, just doing content. So the doctor says, well, first you need to train in order to use it better, and to be able to use it as a pro, you'd have to train and everything. Deku's ecstatic. He can't wait to tell Bakugo about his powerful quirk. So everything would be different. Well, Deku's lifestyle would be different because he'd be more confident in himself that he has a quirk, and he'd be saying things like, "Oh man, Kachan, look at this! Look what I can do!" Creating stuff, showing Bakugo what his quirk can do. Bakugo would be real amazed. Everyone would say, "Well, Deku and Bakugo are the strongest in our class, aren't they?" And with this, with this, Bakugo and how do you make a door? Ah, door. Bakugo and Midoriya actually become friends in this. They train together. Deku studies, instead of studying quirks this time, he studies guns. He studies weapons, to utilize his quirk to the fullest. Now, Deku doesn't really, at his age, at the age of 5, Deku didn't really understand anything about weapons, really, and he didn't know that how powerful his quirk was. So, one day, Midoriya researches a certain type of gun, and he researches a certain type of gun, and to his amazement, he actually oh, let me kill you. He actually creates a powerful gun, but this time the bullets aren't. It's not a water gun. It's more of just a gun, like. Ah, let me in. No, let me in. No. Okay. Cool it up. So this would, I'd say, it'd be more of a regular gun, like a pistol. He'd take shooting practice. Shooting practice to get his accuracy up. He'd take. He'd start working out, cause he can't just rely on his quirk. Cause he wants to be a hero. He wants to go to UA. So the day of the day everything happens comes, and Deku. This time I'm going to go a little bit beyond. Deku takes his the shortcut home, and he is attacked by the sludge villain. This time, Deku takes out he creates a taser, and he shoots it directly into the sludge villain, and he tases the sludge villain. Now you know that water is a natural conductor of liquid is a natural conductor of electricity, so it's effective on the sludge villain. And the sludge villain says, "Ah, kid, what are you doing? Stop! I need." Ah. And then the sludge villain faints. All Might arrives, saying his classic, "No need to fear. I am here." And all that baloney. And he sees that Midoriya already took care of it. Now, in this one, I'd say that since Midoriya has a quirk, he's not off. He's not off fanboy and oh my God, it's All Might, it's All Might. He just calmly look at All Might and say, excuse me, Sir All Might, do you think that I could become a pro hero? All Might looks Midoriya in his face and says, "Of course you could. You have a powerful quirk. You were able to disable a villain." So Midoriya's excited about this. His idol, well, his semi-idol just told him that, of course he could. He could do it if he wanted. So now Midoriya's pumped. Midoriya wants everything to happen now. And he doesn't really grab onto All Might's legs. And All Might doesn't drop the bottle. Everything goes smoothly. Bakugo never gets attacked. So that causes Deku to not give. I mean, that causes Deku to not get all for one. I mean, one for all, and that also causes Bakugo not to get all one for all, because you know how they are. And 10 months pass. Deku's gotten stronger with his quirk. He's learned more weapons like the bazooka. He's learned how to create that, and he learned how to create ice ammo with the bazooka. He learned how to make a gun and a pistol. He knows how to make a revolver. He just knows how to make various creations. It's almost like Momo's quirk. And you know, Deku being the day of UA entrance exam comes, and Deku goes to attend. He sees Bakugo and they shake hands, and they go in there to take the test. Bakugo gets I'd say a 75 because his you know, and I'd say Deku gets 100 because he's naturally smart. Bakugo's a little pissed at this because but he understands why. Deku's a nerd and he knows more. He has to study for his quirk to work. Now, I'm going to say All Might gives one for all to maybe Muriel. Why am I saying this? I don't know. I just feel like giving it to him because Muriel is like real cool. So All Might gives it to Muriel, and they're like training to be the best. And I'd say the robot Principal Nezu explains what the second part of the test would be. I mean, the entrance exam would be, and they begin to go to the training camp. I mean, Deku never failed in this, so he doesn't know Uraraka. He doesn't meet her. He never met her yet. And I'd say that Deku is kind of a ladies' man, but I won't ship Uraraka and Deku because they're not that compatible for me. You know, in this what if they're not that compatible. So what I'll say is Deku tries to go to the front of the entrance, and he stopped by Ida, and Ida just assumes that he's going to go talk to Uraraka and says, "Hey, you shouldn't be trying to mentally psych people up for this. That's not nice." And Deku says, "Huh? What are you talking about? I wasn't trying to do that." Ida says, "No need to lie. Why are you trying to lie? You don't have to. That's not real heroly of you." Now Deku's annoyed. Deku says, not not hero-like. Okay, I'll show you hero-like. He then begins to. So Deku has average speed. He has like average speed, but he has extreme firepower. So Deku, I mean, Mighty Mike says, "On your mark, get set, go!" And Deku just blitz. Deku is fast. Well, Deku just runs, okay? But as Deku's running, everybody notices something weird that's going on with Deku. Deku's his hand isn't like going. His hand isn't just doing anything super flashy. It's actually creating something. Momo's impressed by this. Cause they have almost the same quirk creation, except he can create weapons. Oh, and weapons doesn't. I forgot. Weapons doesn't specify on. Dang it! I was saying guns this whole time. He can also create swords, scythes, daggers, stuff like that. So Deku would start annihilating robots left and right. He'd start just demolishing robots. He'd just be attacking 2-pointers and 3-pointers, maybe like 10 1-pointers, and the rest all 3 points. He's basically shattering the limit. His his quirk allows him to automatically have unlimited ammo. So for this, he chose the explosion in the ice. So he has dual revolvers in both hands, and he's just going off on the robots. Ida is kind of worried about, well, if this kid shows me up, then that'll mean that I was wrong, and I don't want to be wrong. So now Ida is going full speed. He's doing a reciprocal burst, and he's going at top speed, trying to take out more robots than Deku, but Deku is far ahead. That's when everybody sees a giant shadow. It's the 0-pointer. Everybody begins to run. They're terrified. They don't want to be nowhere near that thing. That's when Deku tries to start to run too, but then he hears something. He hears a loud scream. Help! He hears this from Uraraka. He didn't know her, but he just knew he couldn't leave her there. So, he starts to create the biggest gun that he can create. He starts to create a Metro Railgun. Now, this gun needs 2 hands to operate. So he decided, well, why don't I add a little bit more firepower to it? He uses explosive bullets. Now, the railgun I'm talking about, if you've played Soul Knight, then you'll understand. The railgun that I'm talking about, it has the ability to shoot a powerful laser. He creates this. The laser is almost as big as, say, for instance, Endeavor's fire quirk. His flames. It's almost as big as those. Everyone is shocked. Deku halts it to the ground, and then he shoots a powerful, powerful beam. He's destroying the 0-point robot. Then he takes out his revolvers and begins to shoot the robots that are around Uraraka. Now everyone is like, whoa, what is this kid's quirk? Did he just... And Ida realizes that what he said and did, he was wrong. Ida realizes he was wrong, and he admits this. To not only himself, but to everybody there. So now Deku is he's exhausted. He's laid out. He had the most points, and he basically knows he's getting into UA, and everybody knows the same thing. Deku has top points. He's gotten in. He's in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Deku's in. Now Deku thinks to himself, well, hey, what if what if there was more to it? What if there was also points for rescuing her? Rescuing Uraraka. Wouldn't that be cool? What he doesn't know is that there was. So, weeks pass. Deku's training with his quirk, creating bigger guns. He's practicing firing the thing he just fired earlier. Well, he fired the other day. He's practicing firing that and stuff. And he's basically trying to accomplish this. When his mom calls him and says, Deku, you have a letter. It's from UA. She's excited. Now, Deku's mom in this, she's skinnier because she didn't go through the press stage because of Deku not having a quirk. Deku had a quirk, so she had nothing to really fear. She knew her son would, be pretty powerful. She knew he'd have a chance to at least to attempt at his dream. And she was always supportive of him. So she is the old Deku's mom. I don't know her name for real. She's the old her. She's not the her there that was seen. She's more of okay. She's more of her, basically, as I could say. So Deku begins to do what he does. He opens the letter and he reads it. He learns he got accepted into UA. He's ecstatic. His mom's ecstatic. And they're just both thrilled. Oh shit, what was that? Okay. Put the chicken egg in there. Alright, mine. So, and I'm going to leave this off here because, you gotta save some for next time, right? So, thank you, and I hope this gets up to at least 15 likes. Because, I added the special Minecraft gameplay for you guys. And I'll see you next time. Well, the next video will come out in a second.